Welcome back to episode 3. I know we've been gone for a while, like 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks. Yeah, about 2 weeks. We've been busy.
Yeah, the first week, we're not gonna lie, we were pretty
Yeah,
hungover from Mother's Day,
we went to Moreno Valley with my uncle and Uncle Danny.
and we were low-key gonna record over there, but we weren't too sure if the people that were there were cool with it, so we were just like, no, we're gonna have to postpone this episode for another time.
Yeah, there was a lot of his family, and my family knew we were gonna record, but his didn't. So I didn't want to make them.
Danny's family.
Yeah, my uncle's family. I didn't want him to make him feel weird, so I just didn't. We were gonna do like a Mother's Day weekend vlog
type.
Yeah, but it didn't work out. But we got fucked up, and I'm not gonna lie, I know in the first podcast we said we wanted to change our lives now that we're drinking, but it was Mother's Day weekend, so
yeah,
we had a good time.
Yeah, it was fun. I had a good time. Tired as fuck, but it was good.
And then last week, my girl right here had a allergy, so she was sick.
Yeah, when I get my allergies, I get them bad. Okay, is there anything you want to say before I start?
Oh yeah, shout out to my brother Anthony. Like I said, I've been trying to shout him out, but I keep forgetting. And I want to shout him out. Shout out to my little brother Anthony.
Yeah, and he's fucking loyal to us. He's so.
And I want you to pay attention to this episode because it's about mental illness and depression and all of that. Mm-hmm. So today's topic is about that since it's May, which is
mental health awareness.
And
although May is almost gone, but we thought we'd just throw this in here.
Yeah, we had it on our notes.
We didn't forget. I don't want to make it seem like, but it's just we haven't had a chance to, like, I guess, go through with it. Or, like we said, we were out, so. But yeah, like Jay said, this week's topic is mental health. Okay, so what do you think mental health is?
When I was younger, I really didn't believe in mental health, depression, all of that. I thought it was just...
But why?
I was young.
Or is it because casi no se oía? You just weren't too familiar with it.
I guess that, and then I was young. Like, fuck, what problems did I have, you know?
You were ignorant?
So now that I sit back and think about the problems I had back in the day, like...
It was nothing.
It's nothing, you know? It's just kid shit. And,
let me guess.
Just stupid shit. You ain't gotta fucking go into detail. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, just... Like... I said, I didn't really believe in it. I didn't really have that many problems back in the day like that. Mm-hmm. So I didn't really think much of it. But now that I'm older, and I'm not saying I'm depressed or anything, but yeah, now that I'm around people and seeing depression, it is kind of a big thing. And you see a lot in the news, people killing people because of this shit.
But I have a question. Do you think, how can I word it? Do you think mental health is big now, or it's more common now because of how sensitive people are? Or, like, do you think that, because you know how a lot of people, they like to hop on trends and, like, you know? Do you think a lot of people, I'm not saying everybody does it. I don't know. And mental health is nothing to fuck around with. But do you think a lot of people just say, like, oh, I'm depressed, just for the fuck of it because they're going through something and they don't know how to deal with it, like deal with their emotions, so they throw depression out there as like let me use a depression card?
Sorry guys, you see that stupid fly? I tried to kill
the fly.
I tried to kill it before it started the podcast. But to answer your question, I think a lot of people try to how do I say it?
Abuse.
The mental health card. Try to abuse it and trying to like take advantage of it just because something like, oh, I'm depressed or this and this, or because even if you feel stressed out, you can't even go to work. You know, you get days off and you get paid for it. So what's it called? A mental day. Yeah, because you feel bad. Yeah, unstable. Even when people do crazy shit like kill somebody or do all this, they tell the judge, oh, he's mental. And instead of going to
the jail
they send him to the asylum, you know, and fuck, it's just like a free ride, I guess. But yeah, a lot of people use that to their advantage, yeah. But there is people out there that's really bad, like, and they don't get the help until it's too late. But mental awareness doesn't mean you're crazy or nothing. It just means you're going through things, and it's anger, it's depression, it's alcohol abuse, it's
everything.
Yeah, it's just
okay. It's just, so you think it's all that, right?
Yeah. Now that, like I said, now that I'm older, I believe in it. And like I said, there is some people out there, little punks that take advantage of it, fucking dicks. But me personally, I'm not a depressed person, you know.
Yeah.
I do have anger problems.
Do you know that that's part of mental? That's a mental disorder, mental health disorder.
Yeah.
Yeah, anger.
I never thought that. I was just an angry person.
Anger.
And
I'm not saying like you're depressed or anything, but anger has to do with your mental health as well. Like if you're such an angry person, or if you're always angry,
no.
You're short tempered is what you are.
Yeah, because even sometimes I'm like,
he's a hothead.
Like, I get mad, and it's like, even in my head I'm like, shut the fuck up, Jonathan. You sound like a damn little bitch. But it's just, there you like, go.
Mental.
I try not to, but like this little fly right here being on my podcast, like it gets me pissed, you know. But it's just little things like that.
But do you know?
But my son don't get me mad. You know, I have a lot of patience for my kid, and he's bad. He's fucking. Shout out to my little son Isaac. Maybe one day we'll put him in the podcast to see how it goes, and see if he talks or something. But yeah, I have a lot of patience for my son. He helped me out a lot. But this one is, she didn't have anger problems before. Now it's like, what the fuck?
It's like the roles reversed, because when I first met him, I was like all happy, huh? You know, the honeymoon stage. Oh, nothing can go wrong. They're so perfect. And then we started living together. And then we went through our shit.
Are you honeymooners right now?
Enjoy it. No, but yeah, like to him, well, when I first got with him, like everything was fine, but he didn't know like that side of me, because I have severe depression and anxiety and somewhat of OCD and anger issues. It's a lot. I'm a handful.
She's a toxica.
Yeah. And when I first met him, I didn't think I was like that. Like, I felt like I was fine.
So she blames me. She says I brought everything out in her. Like, dick, don't blame me for that bullshit. I was a good man. I still am.
Okay. No, but yeah, I guess I didn't know I had that side in me until I was able to get comfortable with someone and let them see that part of me. I feel like the only one that did see that part of me was my brother. Like, I would have like a mental breakdown bad, and I feel like he's the one that helped me through it. But yeah, back to we were talking about. Okay, so how do you think the mental health affects you, or mental health affects you? Do you feel like you have a mental issue? Like, really think about it.
Well, I never thought I had like OCD, but you said you kind of like observing me, and you said I have something like.
You're very. He's a type where he cannot, and it bugs me, because he cannot sit still. He's a type where he has to be out and about, which is, I mean, at a point, like at some point, it's good. Like, be bien like movido, bien, I guess, productive with his time.
Me and Amber are like two different people, like way different.
We're like total opposites. Like him, he can be like moving around, and I'll be wanting to either lay down. Basically, a lazy fuck.
She just wants.
I'm not lazy. I'm not lazy.
She just wants to just lay down.
But on my free time, what I rather do is
sleep.
Rest. Or watch movies. I'll still fall asleep. Watch movies. Or just chill, like relax my mind. That's what
I was about to say. She knows how to shut down her brain.
He doesn't. Like, his head's just been going and going, thinking and thinking and thinking. And in a way, it's good, like when you're going through shit or whatever. But like, let's say you're stressing over a bill and you don't know how to pay it. He has that where, okay, what can I do? I don't. I rather go to sleep. I'll figure it out in the morning. So it's like a good and bad. It kind of balances out.
So that just like, I like having plan A, plan B, plan C.
He's an overthinker.
Yeah. So it's like, because I feel like if I don't try to find a plan and it comes to where I have to, when I have to pay or something, it's like, fuck, what am I going to do? Then if, like I said, that's why I have plan A to plan Z. So if plan A don't help, I got B or C. And that's what fucks me up, because I can't rest, like I said, especially at night.
Yeah.
My mind's constantly just running. And I look at her and she's knocked the fuck out. And
but you want to know why?
Not even with just like problems, even like with ideas. Like right now, my podcast, my barber career, her cleaning company, Pete's fitness journey that I'm gonna help him out too with this YouTube. Check that out, Pete. When you come, you could say
he's
that.
He's probably gonna be in, because we've been saying Pete's gonna come, and I'm pretty sure you guys are wondering who the fuck is Pete.
Yeah, he's coming. He's coming hard. No homo. It's an insider. No homo. But and I guess like me, I'm always business. Trying to talk, coming up with ideas. Even in our group chat,
Jay's more.
I'm just talking ideas, and they're like, oh yeah, sounds like a good idea. Oh,
like
hold on, and I'm right here trying to give them like ideas and trying to see what they say, and they don't come up with nothing. So it's just me constantly just like, oh, I want to do this for the podcast, or I want to do this, and they're just like, yeah, okay.
But what I think is that, hold on, pause on the mental health, pause. What the fuck? You're over here fucking talking. Let me talk, asshole. Okay, my turn. You over here saying you come up with ideas. You give us ideas. Do you give us a chance to fucking throw in our input?
You guys never do.
You never give us a chance. You just say, oh, we're going to do this.
So, look, I get mad at her because she has, I don't have time. If you have time to scroll on TikTok, on Instagram,
my fucking God,
you have time to do research. But like I said, that's just me. Anyway, go ahead and talk.
No, I'm fucking done there. Okay, you were saying, hey, Dick, you know what I was thinking? We're over here talking about mental health or whatever, and fucking about alcoholism, how all that shit. We're fucking drinking.
No, I know, but I'm not an alcoholic. You have alcohol problems?
No.
Okay, it's just like we just drink to loosen us up, to talk, and get used to talking to a camera, and it's just. We're just chilling. We're not saying.
Okay.
You know what? This gives me a. It reminds me when me and D, or not me, when D had to go to AA, those classes.
Oh yeah.
And right after AA, we would go to a bar and drink.
Who does that? Okay. Anyways, back to the topic.
Oh shit.
Okay, so you said that mental health affects like what you do.
Yeah, like I said, I would like to live a normal life in my brain, just shut it down and rest. That's why I'm trying to practice meditate too, but that's hard.
But I don't think there's any, honestly, there's no such thing as, I feel like there's no such thing as normal. Like I feel like there's, like people tell you, oh, you're not normal. Like how the fuck do you know what normal is? Are you normal?
No, that's
I don't
true,
think everyone's normal.
Even these famous,
like, yeah, you have
these famous and rich people have weird
shit.
Look
shits. At who's that guy? What's his name? That guy, Robin Williams.
Oh yeah, he died of depression, poor thing. Mm-hmm. And that guy was such a fucking happy, funny dude, man.
Mm-hmm. There's that one.
Yeah, that's true.
Who else?
A lot. Chester, that fool Chester from Linkin Park.
There you go. We were just
such a beautiful voice.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of people, and that sucks because there's a lot of help out there with depression and all of that, and
but a lot of people don't know.
That's the shit that everybody cries wolf, so everyone thinks it's just bullshit.
No, it's just I feel like a lot of people don't know where to turn or what resources to go look for.
Well, sometimes,
just to let you guys know, we will put down links in the description where you guys can go. Yeah. And if you guys need help, check there. We'll put down a couple hotlines or whatever. Or even if you guys want to talk to us, like message us, DM us. I know we're not big and popping, but we're here to listen.
We'll put our information on the description and our email. And
yeah, if you guys, it's totally anonymous. Well, we won't say. Yeah,
we're not gonna tell you guys the stories.
Yeah, but we're here to listen for anyone that wants to open up. It's always good to talk to somebody. It's never good to hold it in. I know, because I go through it, and there's times where it's like, fuck, like, I want to talk about it, but at the same time, when I'm talking to somebody about it, I feel like they just see me like, oh, this crazy bitch. Like, no, it's hard.
And this is why I thought about this podcast being a good thing for you, because it's like, when I tell you, when we do this podcast, we like literally, we're like shut down from the world for like an hour and a half, you know, just us talking, chopping it up, talking, having a good time.
Yeah.
We're not on our phones. We're not, well, you could be looking at the topics, but
yeah,
it's just a good time. And honestly, when I'm doing my podcast, it just feels like we're just in the moment. And that's something I don't know how to be. You know how to be in the moment. I don't.
Why?
That's just the way I am, like I said, man.
Why?
And I'm practicing meditation, and she makes fun of me because I'm getting those singing bowls and
you're
all
gonna
of
look
that.
like you're gonna look like fucking what's that big fat one?
Buddha.
Yeah,
people are gonna put money and oranges around me.
Like, I could stick a fucking orange in your belly button.
Yeah, but I'm trying. Anger sucks.
Anger is like.
I went to an anger management class a couple times.
How'd that help? Do you feel like it helped you?
It didn't help at all because it was a group thing.
Okay, but what do you feel could have changed? Or what could have been different?
Let me say the story. So, one of my homeboys, I'm not gonna say who, had to go to domestic violence class. No, not domestic. No, he had to go to.
It was domestic violence.
No, there's people in there for domestic violence. He had to go for
that person?
Anger management. Yeah, because he had a case. So he went, and he told me he was going, and I thought it was a good idea. Like, fuck, you know what? I'm gonna go. You know, I'm gonna go sign myself up. So when I went, I was the only one that went on my own power, you know. Yeah, voluntarily went. Everybody else had cases. And so technically there was all these fucking gangsters, young fools, old fools. So they were there because they had to, not because they wanted to. You know, it was the judge made them. So I was in there, and it was a group thing. So it was a teacher and then like people in a circle. So the teacher's talking, and I'm trying to listen to her, you know, like, because she's a professional, you know. And we got these idiots right here like, oh, yeah, well, my old lady, she fucked me up and this and this and that. Everybody's laughing, and it's like...
It's not funny.
Like, dude, shut the fuck up. Like, I don't want to hear you, bro. I want to hear her, you know? And I kind of like... I was like pissed, you know? I was like, fuck, shut up,
I feel like things like that, they would have to be, like you said, one-on-one, because it's like you can't get everything out. Like,
no, yeah, because she's talking to you as a group, not as one-on-one. Yeah. So it's like, yeah, I wanted to go, but I stopped going afterwards because, like I said, it was just pure cholos. And, yeah, it was like, I only went to one class, and it didn't help me. But I found someone else that is not a therapist, but I told her I want to talk to her about my anger. And I've been lagging it, but I want to see if I could start some classes with her because, like I said...
What bitch is this?
Remember I told you my homie Derek? Shout out to Derek. I'm going to cut your hair today. By then...
Today he doesn't watch.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, hi.
I'm going to cut his hair today. Let's see how that goes. But, yeah, my homie Derek gave me a number to some lady. I think she charges like $50 a class for an hour, and it's through Skype. And I kind of told her about why it gets me angry, and she said, you have triggers, we got to talk about it. But I never had a chance. But eventually I am going to talk to her. And, yeah, so I want to get anger management classes. I want to meditate. I want to do all of that. I sound like an old man, but it's just for my inner peace.
No, that's good. No, but yeah, well, there's that on his part, and then on my part, let me see, what are some experiences that I've dealt with?
You're a very depressed person, so right now,
I hate when you tell me
right now is your time to let people get to know you and talk.
I know I might throw you off flip-flopping, but I just want to explain what different types of mental health there are, whatever. I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. Today is just... It's one of those days.
What the fuck?
I'm getting my beauty.
Are you crying? Is this just an act, bro? You really crying? That's just a good actor.
No, I'm going through it today. I think it's the weather in my period. Okay.
This girl is sensitive as fuck when she's getting her rag, man.
I am.
Like yesterday, I gave her a piece of my chicken. And she started crying. Like, what
it was cute
fuck?
the way you put it on my plate. You didn't even say anything. You just went slowly and like snuck it in there. Okay, well, anyways. Okay. So the different types of mental disorders are clinical depression, clearly, anxiety disorder, me, bipolar, me, dementia,
what is that? Dementia? What is kind of like? I seen that, but I don't know what type of that was.
I think dementia is where you forget.
Yeah, I know that, but that sounds like what kind of?
Well, it's mental. You forget everything. You don't remember anything. You can't function.
Okay.
Oh, my allergies. Schizophrenia, and I had to sneeze.
Okay, edit that out.
Okay, schizophrenia and attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. But I feel, what do you think I have? Because I know a lot of people call me, they're like, oh, she's a fucking crazy bitch.
All of the above, girl. Even dementia, too, because you forget everything.
I do forget. I really do. Like, right now, you can tell me, oh, where'd you put, I don't fucking know, a letter. I wouldn't fucking know. I don't even know what I did 5 minutes ago.
So, you tell me and the people how it is to live a life of, like, can you call depressed? And what caused you to become depressed? What triggered it, or how long you been depressed, or?
Okay. To answer your first question, what it's like living with depression and anxiety, it sucks because you're not able to function the way you would want to. You're not able to do, like people would say, normal things because of it. I feel me. Because I'm always tired. I've tried taking fucking vitamins, pills. It doesn't help. I've tried talking to therapists. That kind of helped me. But with my schedule, it's kind of hard. Which I know I shouldn't be making excuses. But as you get older, you have more responsibilities. More, how can I say it? More responsibilities. Your priorities are set different, I guess.
Yeah, it is, because living with a 2-year-old is a lot.
It's a lot.
And I feel like Isaac too, like, doesn't give me anxiety or you, but it just like triggers something in our head where it's like,
it's anger.
Yeah, because
it's like desperation.
It's not anger. It's just, well, me, I'm getting pretty used to being a new dad, you know, because you know, when I met Brooke was in the baby stage.
She was like 3.
No, she wasn't 3.
Like 4, because she was in TK.
Babe, no.
4,
she was
5,
older.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, she was 4.
Okay, well, she wasn't as bad as my fucking son. And I just, like, I have no, what do you call it? I have no patience. And he does test our patience a lot. And all my family, everybody says he's not that bad. But even when, like, oh, you don't got him all the time, either your Aunt Wendy or Vero has him. But it's just like, over there, I guess he doesn't act like a dick, but he's one with us.
But that has a lot to do with because they don't tell him anything.
Well, that's either
side. Well, yeah. And but then these are the consequences.
And then me too. I don't know how to tell my son no. I don't know. Like yesterday, he was crying for like a good 30 minutes because he wanted milk. And we're saying no, but then he comes telling me, please. It's like, or not just him.
He's a softie.
Sammy.
He's like the softie with the kids. He's a softie with Brooke. He's a softie with Isaac. He's a softie with one of the dogs, Sammy. And then the other dog he just doesn't give a fuck about.
So I guess I got patience for the kids, but for her, I don't. But and I feel like
isn't that some shit?
And I feel like I feel bad because like she said, it sucks living with depression, but I don't know how it is, so it's just
like I can't function normally, like I said,
and it does piss me off when she's just sleepy and all of that,
and then I can't even, and I'm gonna be completely honest, I feel like I can't even talk to him because I try and talk to him and I know he's tired of hearing my shit, or here you go again.
But like I said, it's just I don't know. I never lived with this, so I don't know it. I don't.
It's just the way.
Don't you get tired of my anger?
No, I've got used to it. Well, you're not angry anymore. It's me. But it's an ugly feeling. Like you say, okay, or for example, like let's say right now, like today, it was just you can feel it. Like you feel your head feels foggy. You can't think clearly.
So you wake up like, oh, it's gonna be one of those days.
You know, when you wake up, it's just like it's that day today. And today I woke up, I was in an okay mood. I was like, you know what? Let me get up. Let me take a shower. Let me get ready. Maybe it'll change. Maybe I'll feel better. Yeah, I felt a little better. But as the day kept going and going and going, I was just like I can't kick that feeling to the side, and it just gets stronger and stronger.
And then too, it's the people you hang around with too.
I don't hang around with anybody.
Well, people, your circle, your this, like. Well, what did that? I seen a YouTube thing saying that. Let me tell you the type of person you're gonna be. By your friends.
Seeing the people you hang out with.
If you're hanging around with losers, you're gonna be a loser. You're be a success person, you're gonna be a success, and it's just. I guess when you're around negative people, you get their vibe and you become negative, and it's just energy you attract and all of that.
And I feel like, I mean, back then, okay, because what triggered my anxiety, depression, and all of the above was when my dad passed away in 2015. My dad, to me, not gonna cry, but my dad to me was like my best friend. He was like my everything. I'm not gonna get into detail on why clearly I'm closer to my dad, obviously, because that's my dad. But you know how sometimes they say, oh, well, usually the girls too are like best friends with their mom. But in my case, it was just, I was best friends with my dad. And he passed away 2015 from a heart attack in his sleep. And I feel like since that day, and I felt it, like, I don't know if you guys have experienced losing someone, but when you do and they're that close to you and they have that impact in your life, you
feel like you lost a part of you.
It feels like literally, and I'm not even gonna lie, it feels like they just
suck the soul out of you,
the life out of you. That's at least that's what I felt. You feel like they just take like all the joy you have and then just leave you empty, like not feeling anything, no emotion, no nothing. And when he died, I was just like, okay, what now? Because me, not to throw all my business out there, but I didn't have the best relationship with my mom for a while, like my teens. But I'm not gonna like use that as an excuse. But I didn't have the best relationship with my mom, so it was just me and my dad everywhere. And when he passed away, it's just like, fuck, like, who am I gonna talk to when I'm having an issue now? Who's gonna listen to me? Who's gonna tell me that things are gonna be better?
So it was your shoulder.
My shoulder, my rib, my hip, my knee, my everything.
You have a bad knee.
Yeah. And since then, I was like, you know what? That's fine. Like, I cried it out, and that happened. So then I was like, you know what? I'll just learn how to live life without him. Like they always say, oh, you got to move on. Like they would want to see you happy. But then as I started getting older, I had just turned 21. I just turned 21 December. He passed away January. So as I started getting older, I didn't drive because my dad didn't want me to drive. He was just like, no, as long as I'm here, like, I'll do whatever you need.
You're his baby.
Yeah. So he would take me everywhere if I needed to go somewhere, whatever I needed. So as I started getting older and obviously my dad was gone, I had to learn how to be more like independent for my mom and my brother and obviously my daughter. So I had to learn how to drive. I had to learn how to drive. And right there, that was emotional for me because my dad wasn't there to see it when I got my license and when I passed my driving test. When Isaac was born, he wasn't there. When I left or I got kicked out of the house or whatever, I left and we actually got our place, he wasn't there to see it. When I got my first car, he wasn't there to see it. It's just a lot of things that you guys might think are the smallest things, like, ay, no seas mamona, like, no, but to me, those are like, that's what hurts, is that he wasn't here to see it. And a lot of people might say, oh, he does see it, it's just, he's not here. I was about to say that, you believe in the afterlife. I do, but it's not the same. Like, that's why I always tell you, be as close as you can with your dad. And I know you don't have the best relationship with him for whatever reason. The day your dad passes away, and I had to learn this the hard way, and I was close to my dad, you're gonna regret all the times where you could have hung out with him and you didn't. And I always tell him that. Like, my mom would tell me, because we seen my dad like little by little just start like giving up, because my dad was obese. He was like really obese, and again, that has a lot to do with a mental disorder. That happened because he let himself go when him and my mom got a divorce. And maybe that's where I get it from. Probably my dad. But I always tell him, like, spend as much time as you can with your dad, because the day he's gone, you're going to regret all the times where you could have spent time with him and you didn't. And you're going to look back at it and really regret it. That's why when he's with his dad or when we go hang out with him, he doesn't take the pictures. I do. Because when my dad passed away, I took pictures with my dad, but not many. And I take them for him so that el día que falte su dad, at least he has that to look back on. Like, oh, I remember when we went here. Create little memories for you.
I do miss my dad a lot because me and him used to be close back in the day a lot. Mm-hmm. But after everything that's going on right now, and everybody says, I'll put that aside, stop being this. Like, even when you say it.
I mean, I understand you.
It sounds easier said than done.
No, yeah.
You guys know the situation. And I'm not going to go into detail because I respect my brothers and them, and I don't want to talk smack, but even they know why I'm not around. And, I would like to be around my dad a lot, but if I'm around my dad, it's going to cause more problems for him than any good, better memories, so I just stay away. And
it's hard. I feel like he's in between.
And yeah, my dad is my soft spot. Like, there's days where I would think of him and cry, or even my mom. I'm close to my mom as fuck too, but my mom's healthy. She's old. I know you watch this. Your old mom as fuck, but you're healthy. My dad's not. He was in a wheelchair. He has a bad heart. He has a bad kidney. He has diabetes. Now he's getting better. He looks way better. Mm-hmm. But I feel like, I wasn't there a lot, but like I said, I want to talk about it, but I'm going to get into details.
It's kind of hard because of where...
I just don't want to disrespect someone. Like I said, my brothers and them are watching, and I love them like crazy, and I respect them. But people that know me know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And I'm preparing myself. Hopefully it's fucking 30, 40 years from now. But I feel like if I'm away from my dad and the day comes...
I feel like you're on edge when it comes to, like, your dad. Like, you don't talk to him, but the whole time you're just like, oh, I hope I don't get that call, or I hope nothing bad happens.
Like, when I get calls in the middle of the night, like, fuck my dad. That's the first person I think of. But I know it sounds like a dick, and if you're watching this, Dad, I'm not saying you're going to die, but I love you.
It's what it is.
But it's just like, What do they say that? I don't know if it's the same. What you don't see won't hurt you, or I don't know.
Yeah.
That kind of like how I feel it. Like, okay, I'm away from it now, so when it happens,
it won't hurt you as bad.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt, you know,
but not as bad.
Because I know I'm not with my dad, but I could call him, hey, Dad, how you doing?
Yeah.
But sometimes like it don't feel like how it was back in the day with my dad, because I see my dad with sadness in his eyes and all of that, and he could say no, but
he's tired. You think dialysis doesn't get him tired?
No, yeah, I know, and I got a new job now, so I got a better schedule. So I'm gonna spend more time with my dad like that. Try to go dialysis with him.
Yeah.
Oh, I quit security. Fuck being top flight security of the world. Man, that shit was boring. I got another job. Yeah, I go in at 4 and get out at 12:30, so I have a lot more time in my hands now. I'm gonna dedicate that to my son, my girl, the kids, my barber career, my dad.
You left Sammy out, Dick.
Fuck Sammy. I'm just playing. Oakley
too.
Another
Another thing, Sammy. I mean, my kids have a lot to do with my mental health, good and bad. But
oh yeah, the day Sammy passes away.
But
oh my God.
Our Sammy girl, she's
down there.
She's everything to us. She helps me out so much. Like when I get my anxiety attacks, or even when I'm out in public, I get like social anxiety. So I get her paws and I just like start
the rough part.
I start, you know how, well, for those of you guys, for the fur parents, if you guys have dogs, I don't know if you guys are like that close with your dogs, but if you guys ever like touch their paws and they feel rough, like on the bottom, I love that. And I don't know, just Sammy helps me out so much.
Oh yeah, Sammy girl.
So much. And everybody knows her. Everybody knows her.
Yeah, everyone does know her. Like my homie Fernie, he's like, oh, this is the famous Sammy. My homie Fernie, shout out to Fernie.
Like Sammy girl, we go anywhere, she goes with us. We go to birthday parties, she's there with us.
And everybody's like, leave that fucking dog. It's like,
we go to the market, she's there. We go when COVID happened, that everyone had to start sitting outside. Ooh, she was loving it.
Yeah,
but she was everywhere with us.
Ozzy's is their favorite restaurant.
Yeah, Ozzy's, and they know her there
Ozzy's
too.
Knows her. People from Ozzy's restaurant right here on Telegraph and is the Telegraph and Slauson.
Yeah, they know her there already.
You guys go try the what do we get?
The steak, the
Salisbury steak with Charleston sauce.
Charleston sauce.
They already know our order, like. Literally.
We go, we just sit down, and they bring us our drinks and our food.
Hamburger steak and our food.
They already know. They don't even ask us. And there'll be some times where we'll switch it up, but nah.
Nah, yeah, you gotta go there.
They know.
Just like when we go to Olive Garden, I always get now, I used to get back then I used to get the chicken Alfredo.
I used to get the tour of Italy.
Now I get the chicken Tortellini, what is that shit? Yeah, she's fucking good.
Yeah, but depression, it sucks. For the people that are going through it, like really going through it, it sucks. When you go through the waves of emotions, of you're feeling fine, and then
something triggers it.
Nothing has to trigger it.
No,
it just
it's
comes.
Not like anger.
No, it just comes and it goes. And then now, if you hear something or someone says something that makes you overthink or makes you feel a certain way, then boom.
I think overthinking is like the worst one. I hate that. Overthinking. I'm an overthinker and this sucks.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I don't feel like that's depression or...
I mean, you might not see it like that, but there's other people that probably have it worse.
No, I know there is.
And they just think and think and think. Like I know a girl. Well, I knew a girl where it was kind of hard being her friend in high school because you would tell her something and
she'll blow it out of proportion.
Not like that, and I'm not saying get offended, but it's like you said, overthink it. Yeah. Like you couldn't be like, oh, why the fuck you do that, and then she'll get sad.
No, overthinking is like.
No, but she'll overthink it. Like, why did they tell me that?
It could even be bad where like me at night, I'll be asleep and like, fuck, did I lock the door? I gotta go check. But it's that's when I get up and check. Or the stove.
Like reassurance.
Yeah, so it's like, I'm pretty sure there's people worse that got it like that. And it sucks.
Back then, I used to be I'm pretty sure there's a lot of you guys, the light switch type.
Oh, yeah.
Where I had to turn it on and turn it on. Yeah, I used to do that. And then another thing is, I didn't even know until I started looking it up, the OCD, like obsessively, like obsessing over little things, that's part of mental health too.
Speaking about that, you just reminded me.
What? You're obsessed about me?
No, OCD and the light switch and all of that. If I cry, my bad, but we just lost someone that was very fucking close to us, man.
Oh, yeah.
To alcohol abuse.
Julian,
man. He used to be like that. He used to turn on the switch. Vero would get mad at him. Fucking Julian, stop playing with the thing in the fucking fundida luz. He would turn it off, or he will go to the stove and make something, and he'll go turn it off. Make sure you turn it back on, turn it off. And we used to go to the store, and he would walk like 10 steps forward, and then he'll go 5 steps back because he didn't like the way he was walking. So I'd be like,
I've never heard of that.
You can't even ask Vero.
I've seen it this last time that we went to go see him, and Vero was like, what is he doing? I was like, I don't know. So
we'll be like, fucking Julian never gonna be there. But rest in peace, fucking Julian. We lost. That was a beautiful soul too, man. He would.
I know. I met him when me and him first got together, and the little bit of time that I did, or these couple years that I did hang out with him, or like get to know him as a person, he was so sweet.
Yeah, Julian had everybody's hearts. I feel
like that man had no bad bone in his body whatsoever. Like, I've never seen him mad. I've never seen him upset. I've never seen him talk shit about anybody.
He would drink. He would do his stuff, but he would just be the life of the party. He'll dance. He'll be the first one there.
He was a type where he would come around and he would make all your worries go away.
Oh yeah, like Julian was the number one person to listen to your problems, but he wouldn't judge you. He wouldn't judge you.
He'll just hear you out.
And you ask him what's wrong with you. I'm good. He would just worry about you. And I feel like he passed away from alcohol abuse, and he used to drink a lot back in the day and stopped, started doing drugs and stopped, and went to this last couple months. Yeah, he went on a binge on drinking, and we lost him. That was a hard fucking blow to the family, because he was my gunko. He knew me since we were he knew everybody since we were babies, you know. We grew up with him, and we called him our gunko. He was the life of the party. He would fucking dance like crazy, dance his ass off, you know. So when we lost him to alcohol abuse, and it just hurt. And shout out to Julian, to Pete's dad, him too. I didn't really know him, but
but what Pete does tell you.
Yeah, Pete. I never met him. I never met the man, but he seemed cool.
If he was anything like Pete,
no, Pete's just a beautiful soul too.
Pete.
But really, like, if you see someone drinking too much, you really got to check up on them, because you don't know what they're going on. And I didn't know.
Or not even drinking, just in general.
No, yeah, but
I'm just check up on your friends, like the ones. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but the ones that look like that are fine. Those are the ones that can be really going through it.
I wish Julian would really sit down and talk to us. We could have saved him, but he was only 42 years old.
He was young.
You know, I miss him. I remember the day he passed away, all these memories went through my head, and everybody, Kimberly Jr., you, Vero, Kevin, Tony, Carelli, the family, Patty, my mom, Wendy, Vero, Angie, Danny, Angel. Nah, man, I could go on. All of us have our own memory of him, and it was so hard seeing him in his fucking casket. Ricky, thank you for making me a part of what do you call when you carry the body? A pallbearer. Thank you for that. Shout out to Liz. She's going through it. Hopefully you get better. His whole family. You know, so yeah, that was a low blow. Losing Julian was
hard.
A big one, them,
man. On all of us.
But he's in a better place. You know, I hate saying that, but it's always the beautiful souls
that go first. Oh yeah, they always not to talk shit or be mean, but they always do that.
Oh, we just lost another one too. My dad told me the drinking. Paisa, Armando, Leo. If you're watching this, you know who he is.
Is that the one that lived far? That was like the bus to go to work.
No, that was también him, Sapo. Him too.
Damn.
No, man.
It's just crazy. Like, really, honestly, like, if you guys know someone that, I mean, I'm not saying that it's an alcoholic.
And I know we sound like fucking hypocrites drinking, but we just occasionally drink. And like I said, this is just to loosen up, have a good time, talk to the podcast. But we don't drink as much. Now that we started kicking it with Danny and Angie and Rosie, and then we're kind of drinking a little more, but we're not getting like that too fucked up every week, every day. Not weekend.
No, when they come, yeah, we do. It's a good time.
Last Saturday, we drank with Angel. Shout out to him. He's going to be in a podcast soon, too.
You did. I knocked out. Huh? Oh, and that's another thing. That's what I hate. Sorry. That's what I hate is that
she wants to drink and have a party.
And it's funny because we make a joke out of it because I plan like, oh, let's have a barbecue. Oh, I feel like drinking, me pega la pinche loquera. And I'm like, yeah. But those are days when I wake up like feeling good. Like, you know what? I'm feeling good. It's going to be a good day today. And like I said, it can creep up on you. You don't have to have a trigger. At least me.
But no, mom, it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon and you want to stop.
Hold on. It doesn't. It's not 4 o'clock.
What do you tell Danny at 7?
That's when but that's where I'm going. That like I'll plan something and it's like I said, I don't have a trigger. It's like a cloud that like comes and fucking rains on my parade. And that's when I just feel like I don't want to do this anymore. And then I just start thinking like he says, overthink. I'm like, okay. They're here. What time are they gonna leave? I'm gonna go to sleep.
You see, Daddy?
My hours, I'm just like, I count my sleep. I don't know if anybody does that, but I do.
If I go to sleep now,
like I'll say like, okay, if I go to sleep at 8 and Isaac wakes us up at 5, how many hours am I gonna have to sleep? And I'm like, no, I can't risk having no less than 8 hours of sleep. Like that, like I don't know. So then when they come, we make a joke out of it, and like let's say Danny or Angie, they decide to come. And I always fuck around with them and I always tell them like, oh, if I'm having a good time, you guys can stay until midnight. But if not, then you guys have to leave by 7:30.
Well, you better be in a good mood tomorrow because Rosie didn't want to come drink tomorrow after.
Oh, here? Oh, okay.
So
let's see what mood I'm in tomorrow.
So, no, yeah.
No, but yeah, it's hard. It's really hard dealing with depression and anxiety. The anxiety part... it can get hard because that, especially when I drink caffeine, that's when I'm just like,
I don't drink coffee. I used to drink Monsters back in the day a lot.
I feel like
I used to get anxiety a lot.
Crackhead, dude.
I used to get anxiety. That's why I tell you to stop fucking drinking them. I used to get anxiety a lot.
But I need coffee to function.
So I used to drink a shitload of Monster and a shitload of stuff until one time I felt like I got a panic attack and I went to the hospital and I felt like I was getting a fucking heart attack.
Pussy. And
the nurse told me, what the fuck? And I told her, said, stop drinking Monsters. So since then, I haven't drank it. Monsters, Nas, even those fucking natural ones that you guys used to drink. What were they called? The natural energy ones.
The one that I drank the last time? You know what? I've been on, my coworker, speaking of energy drinks.
You don't want to shout out your coworker?
She gave me, no, fuck that bitch.
What a dick.
What?
You know they're going to be watching it.
I don't care. She knows I don't fucking like her.
What about the ones you do like?
Oh, no, I'm good with them.
Shout them out.
No, shout out Amber and Bressa and Sylvia.
And say fuck the one you hate.
And fuck, what's her name? Alyssa, whatever. Elisa. It's Alyssa, bitch.
You're going to get reported to HR.
Me vale verga. She already reported me. She's like, they're bullying me. I feel left out, bitch. Grow up. Well, anyways.
She's mature for her age, though.
It's like everyone told me there's something. And that's another thing. When we were talking about it, they were just like, oh, it's like something mental. But yeah. But she gave me this drink called Yerba Mate. When we were, like, she was cool up until her fucking marbles fucking.
Bipolar? Mm-hmm. I know someone bipolar. Fuck her.
Mental health is just, it sucks ass, dude. Oh, and then it's affected me too back in the day. I remember when I was just bad where I couldn't get out of bed. I lost my job because of it. Believe it or not, I lost my job because of it. And I would try to explain it to them, or hey, I'm going through something right now. And obviously they didn't give a fuck. They're just like, dude, like, we don't care what's going on at home. Like, figure it the fuck out.
And I think that's hard. Like, at work is work problems, and what the fuck was that?
Oh, my ring.
Work is work problems, and home is home problems. But don't bring it here, don't bring it there. But
it's just like a whole conflict with all of that. But yeah, I feel like they should at least, like, workplaces should give you at least maybe, okay, you know how you have like your 3 sick days? I think they should give you at least like 2 mental, I guess, what would you call it? Like what? Mental days? Like mentally unstable days? Because I know that there's a lot of people out there that fucking go through it.
Well, if you work in an environment at work where it's just drama, it's just like...
It doesn't help. It doesn't. It brings out your anger.
That's what happens when you work in an office with females.
That was me on Thursday. Fucking... When you just get angry and you shake. And there's times where I get upset. There's times where I can get upset and say a bunch of like bullshit that can hurt your feelings. And there's times where I can get really upset and not say anything and just want to do something, like without even thinking. And he knows that there's times where I get mad and he'll be like, what the fuck? And I won't even say anything. And I'll either fucking throw a phone or want to fight this fool. Anyways, but you're like, babe, are you okay? You okay? But yeah, no, mental health is, you guys really gotta
get help.
Yeah, I know it might sound...
Brother, hold on. Before we have like 4 minutes left. Talk to my brother Anthony. Tell him to stop being depressed over a bitch.
Yeah, dude. Girls come and go. Now that I'm older, and I'm pretty sure your brother can tell you this, back then I would break up, or I would be with someone and we would break up, and I'd be like, oh my god, it's the end of the world.
And
like, they don't love me. Dude, you're fucking 23.
No, he's like 19, 20. I think it's gonna be 21, I think, this year, or 20.
Oh.
But
however old you are, dude, you have
stop losing
your
sleep.
whole life ahead of you. There's plenty of bitches out there. There's plenty of fucking, trust me, there's plenty of pussy out there.
And dick, if you want that.
And dick, exactly. Crying over one bitch is not gonna fucking change anything. You can cry and beg and oh this, oh that. So what? You're gonna get over it. It's like this one. He went through his shit. He got over it. I went through my shit. I got over it.
Like I say, you sit down and think about like, what the fuck? Why was I so depressed over that? Like, it's fucking stupid. Like, Anthony, like, brother, just focus on your family. Focus on dad.
Focus on yourself.
Focus on dad. Focus on yourself.
Focus on yourself. Try and become a better version of yourself. Be a better person for you, so that when you get older, you have something to offer yourself. You have something to, I guess, look forward to and build. Don't stay stuck on, fuck, this person doesn't like me. So fucking what? I used to be like that. The type where, oh, so-and-so back then. Like, I used to dwell on it. Like,
I had a teacher to say,
and now people. I'm just like.
But now I created a monster because he's such a dick.
Fuck it. Like, who cares?
I used to be like that too. And right now, I don't know why I care. Why I care what people think about me. But now I don't see myself.
You care what people think about you?
No, now I don't see as caring as myself or myself. Now I feel like I hate when people look down at me or talk shit about me.
Because you're your son.
I'm a father now, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you feel like your son's gonna see you like a bitch.
Yeah, like you don't want anyone saying, oh, look at your fucking dad. Your dad's a loser. Your dad this, your dad's that. So it's like, now it hurts me because, fuck, I don't want my son to think.
But, I mean, it's easier said than done. But it's like, dude, like, are you a loser?
No, but, like, I just...
As long as your son knows what you are. Again, people see, it's like they say, you see from the outside looking in. They don't know.
But like I said, I'm an overthinker and I can't help it. Just like how you can't help your days, I can't help how I think. And that's why I said meditation and even that that word you and Pete say starts with an M.
What?
Manifesting.
Oh, manifest,
and then that shit that he watches in the night to make him feel better too. Fuck, I forgot that word. But yeah. Anyway, but yeah. People look for help. If you guys say this podcast is boring, I don't give a fuck. We wanted to touch on this subject. And sorry for lagging. We're gonna be consistent. And next week, eventually, I want you guys to write comments below and give us topics and what you guys want us to talk about. And we're still growing.
Or even like we can start doing a segment where maybe if you guys want to send in like a story.
Yeah.
Like send in a story.
Oh yeah, but
that you want us to like talk about.
Yeah, be anonymous.
Yeah.
Help us get better. Help us entertain you guys. You guys give us ideas. Talk about stories. That would help us out to get better at podcasting. Because as you can see, we're new to this. We're trying. I've been watching a lot of videos to learn. I've been telling her to practice on topics and prep and all of that. But it would really help if you guys would give us comments below, like topics, what you guys want to talk about, what can we improve. Even when we have our third host, Pete, he'll bring in his personality. You guys kind of know how we are. We talk a lot of shit.
Pete, just to give you guys a heads up, he's very quiet. He basically goes with the flow, I feel. My
Yeah, so we got to bring him into this. We're going to, kind of fish him.
Bring him out his shell.
Yeah, so
I'm
proud of him now because he was a shy person, but now he's posting up on his Instagram. He's working on his fitness.
Good job, Pete. And those buns.
Yeah, he looks like mine. But,
no ass.
But yeah, I talked to Rosie. Rosie is a part of What's the Word family. I told her to keep me in touch with keep me informed with what these youngsters like. Because when we talk to Rosie and Gordo. When we talk to Rosie and Gordo, we don't know what the fuck they're saying. So she's part of our team where she keeps us hip. She's What's the Word community. Like she's gonna tell us what's in, what's not.
She's keeping us. How can I say? She's keeping us in the loop on what's hot.
Yeah, because we might say.
Because sometimes these kids, I'm not even that old, but. These kids nowadays, the lingo is just weird. Like in the beginning when they were like, "Oh, no cap," I was like, "The fuck is that?" And then what's the other word? Bet. I was like,
my cousin Gordo, I need to get one of those urban dictionaries when he talks to me, or I hit up my friend D. Like, hey, what the fuck is this fool saying? Because
they just talk different.
He speaks, in another language. And when we were kicking it with the kids too, and Mother's Day, I felt so fucking old. Shout out to Andrew. Thank you, Drew, for watching our stuff.
He watches.
Yeah, thank you. Like I say, I want a younger audience, and we're gonna blow up, fuckers. Don't sleep on us. Trust me.
You're gonna blow up.
We're gonna blow up like a balloon.
Like you?
We're gonna blow up. I'm gonna blow up. She's gonna blow up. We're gonna both blow up. We're gonna blow each other. We're gonna blow up. So even cholos go through depression, I think. That's why they call him sad boy.
El lonely.
Triste.
El lonely.
La trista.
Oh, I want to watch Mi Vida Loca now.
You guys get help. Stop being pussies. I'm just playing. Get help.
Are you okay?
Get help. You guys are not alone. Like she said, there's hotlines out there. There's everything. Nowadays, there's so much technology that can help you. Back in the day,
there's so many resources now.
Yeah, so now
like online therapy. For those of you,
I think therapy has to be face to face. That's just me.
No, yeah. Yeah, but even then, like, look at me. I went to go see therapists, psychiatrists, and it didn't help. So this lady told me write a letter and burn it. How is that gonna help me?
Okay, so for next week, if you guys can, the only one that comments is Rosie.
Serio.
So Rosie, my brother, if you guys want to give topics for next episode, we recorded today is Friday.
Okay, next week's episode, just real quick. We're probably gonna do a scary.
Maybe.
No, because I had something that happened to me.
Oh, okay. So scary. We've been in this podcast thing. She sent me that all these scary stories.
Okay, so I've been listening to this podcast real quick. It's on Spotify. It's called Scary Stories or Tales of the Scary Story. Some bullshit. Something with scary in it. And oh my God. I'll be listening to it and it has me scared as fuck.
Okay. So next week is about scary shit, paranormal shit. So if you guys want, put some stories down there, comment below on some stories that happened to you guys or whatever, and we'll talk about it in the next episode. Or like I said, topics, whatever. Mm-hmm. So starting now, you guys give us topics to talk about. We'll talk whatever you guys want us to touch base on. But next week, I guess we'll talk about scary stories.
Rose is gonna be like eating ass.
Well, this will be out Wednesday. Like I said, all these episodes will be coming out Wednesday. Just stay tuned. Don't give up on us. We lagged it for 2 weeks, but we're back. And I got so much ideas coming, so many guests coming. I want people to come here and use this podcast to little small businesses to launch their shit, to show their merch, music. Oh, yeah. I got her cousin Kevin. He's
that's my cousin's. Well, yeah, my cousin's husband.
Yeah, so her cousin Kevin, he has his own music little thing, his music career, he has his own michelada mix. So I'm excited to try it because we're always drinking. He's part of my production team. Micheladas on here. Yeah, so he just joined our production team. Shout out you, Kevin. We got a lot of ideas coming. We're gonna sit down and have a meeting one day with all of us. He has, like I said, he's an engineer. He makes music. He makes micheladas mixes. So he could probably help me too with ideas. He can help me with audio, with visual, and all of that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we got a lot of plans coming this summer.
We might do a couple vlogs.
Yeah, that's how we're thinking of doing vlogs, putting them in the YouTube channel, and just be in the life with us and see what we do. Like, we'll try to do fun stuff. Like I said, we got a lot of plans for the summer. Mm-hmm. Go out there and do stuff. Maybe do
we're gonna be outside this summer.
Yeah, do podcasts outside in our backyard, and we just got a lot of plans coming. So stay tuned. Don't give up on us. We'll get better.
Yeah, just be patient.
Yeah, we need a good backdrop and everything. So yeah.
But that's that.
Yeah, we'll be back. We'll be back, I guess.
We'll be more consistent. But I think next week's episode is gonna be paranormal for all of you guys that like the paranormal shit. But we're gonna be more consistent. This video is going up Wednesday, and then we'll go from there. And then we'll record this Sunday. Yeah, right? We're not recording Sunday?
No, that's what we recorded today.
Oh, okay. Okay. My bad.
So this is done. I'll work on it, edit.
Okay, so this one's going up Wednesday then.
Yeah.
So next week.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but well, yeah, that's the end of this segment. Thank you guys for watching. For those of you guys who fucking say that I have an ugly cry, fuck you guys.
So I'm Jay.
Don't fucking come for me. And I'm Amber.
This is with What's the Word podcast.
See you guys next week.